The scenarios sound like they belong to the plot of a science fiction film. From enslaving mankind to destroying the universe, a checklist of worst-case outcomes for AI has been created to help safeguard humanity against disaster. The list was drawn up by computer scientist Roman Yampolskiy and entrepreneur Federico Pistono, and they say, as far-fetched as they may sound, we need to take the threats seriously. The standard framework in AI thinking has always been to propose new safety mechanisms, Yampolskiy from the University of Louisville told New Scientist. But instead, he believes we should approach the threat to AI in the same way cybersecurity researchers do when looking for vulnerabilities. He says creating a list of all the things that could go wrong will make it easier to prevent it from happening. For instance, in one scenario, the researchers predict AI will create a planetary chaos machine that creates a global propaganda, pitting governments against the general public. The researchers write that AI may also take over resources such as money, land, water, rare elements, organic matter, internet, computer hardware, etc. and establish monopoly over access to them. In another scenario, robots could force humans to become cyborgs by requiring everyone to have a brain implant that could be controlled remotely. They could also abuse and torture humankind with perfect insight into our physiology to maximize amount of physical or emotional pain, perhaps combining it with a simulated model of us to make the process infinitely long, the researchers say. Another threat is that I could commit spermicide against humankind, arguably the worst option for humans as it can't be undone. Pistono and Yampolskiy there may be some warning signs that an organization is developing an evil eye, such as the absence of oversight boards in the development of AI systems. If a group decided to create a malevolent artificial intelligence, it follows that preventing a global oversight board committee from coming to existence would increase its probability of succeeding, they say. A group may also provide conflicting information about their technology, according to a report in MIT Technology Review. The strategy is to disseminate conflicting information that would create doubt in the public's imagination about the dangers and opportunities of artificial general intelligence research, they say. The work was paid for by a fund set up by Tesla founder Elon Musk, who has likened AI to summoning the demon. But according to Chris Bishop, director of Microsoft Research in Cambridge, such dramatic views could scupper advances in AI. He claims that fear of intelligent robots will cause humanity to lose out on the benefits of robots. The danger I see is if we spend too much of our attention focusing on Terminators and Skynet and the end of humanity, Bishop told The Guardian earlier this year ahead of a discussion about machine learning at the Royal Society. We are, generally just painting a too negative, emotive and one-sided view of artificial intelligence, we may end up throwing the baby out with the bathwater. He added that he completely disagreed with likes of Tesla founder, Elon Musk, and physicist, Stephen Hawking, who claim that AI could spell the end of the human race. Any scenario in which AI is an existential threat to humanity is not just around the corner, said Bishop. I think they must be talking decades away for those comments to make any sense. Right now we are in control of that technology and we can make lots of choices about the paths that we follow. Last year, Bishop was one of the co-signatories on an open letter promising to ensure AI research benefits humanity. The letter warns that without safeguards on intelligent machines, mankind could be heading for a dark future. The document, drafted by the Future of Life Institute, said scientists should seek to head off risks that could wipe out mankind. The authors say there is a broad consensus that AI research is making good progress and would have a growing impact on society. It highlights speech recognition, image analysis, driverless cars, translation and robot motion as having benefited from the research. The potential benefits are huge, since everything that civilization has to offer is a product of human intelligence. We cannot predict what we might achieve when this intelligence is magnified by the tools AI may provide. But the eradication of disease and poverty are not unfathomable, the authors write. But it issued a stark warning that research into the rewards of AI had to be matched with an equal effort to avoid the potential damage it could wreak. For instance, in the short term, it claims AI may put millions of people out of work. In the long term, It could have the potential to play out like a fictional dystopias in which intelligence greater than humans could begin acting against their programming. Our AI systems must do what we want them to do, the letter says. Many economists and computer scientists agree that there is valuable research to be done on how to maximize the economic benefits of AI while mitigating adverse effects, which could include increased inequality and unemployment. Other signatories to the FLI's letter include Luke Muehlhauser, Executive Director of Machine Intelligence Research Institute, and Frank Wilczek, Professor of Physics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and a Nobel laureate. The letter came just weeks after Professor Hawking warned that AI could someday overtake humans. Speaking at an event in London, the physicist told the BBC, "The development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race." This echoes claims he made last year when he said success in creating AI would be the biggest event in human history, but, unfortunately, it might also be the last. And Musk has previously warned that the risk of something seriously dangerous happening as a result of machines with artificial intelligence could be in as few as 5 years. Bishop, however, has downplayed such dramatic claims. He says that the risks of AI are not immediate, and that researchers are still a long way of human-like machines, despite recent breakthrough, such as the victory of the computer system AlphaGo in the ancient game of Go. There are many things that machines can't begin to do that are very natural to the human brain, and at this point to talk about machines with the full spectrum of capabilities of human intelligence is highly speculative, and most experts in the field would put this at many decades away, he told The Guardian. "I think it is important that people like myself are willing to present both sides of the argument and allow a more informed and balanced debate to take place about these topics."